Hi and welcome to Meditation Monday. Hello there. Oh, let's put that there just in case it starts to slip. Hopefully that should work. So how are you? How are you doing? I was trying to tune into what do we need today? What do I need today? What's the collective need today? And there was definitely a feeling of we need to come back to self. And I don't mean the selfish self and that time for self. When I'm talking about that, I'm meaning time to connect with your authentic self. Back to my roots, if you like. That's how I started doing these lives, just going and showing you how I connect to me. And I'm going to take you through a bit more of a guided meditation today. And I'm going to, as always, whatever will flow, and whatever is needed will be assessed. But I just briefly, before we start, I want to talk about this when we're in our nervous system, when we're being triggered, and how we can allow ourselves to feel that nervousness, like, oh my God. I mean, sometimes that literally can be a physical thing. I need to go to the loo. I'm really nervous. That kind of, as they say, nervous poos. Excuse the disgusting nature, but that really anxious anxiety state. And the best way I found of someone in years ago had panic attacks to reset our sympathetic nervous system and get out of that fight or flight feeling is to shake. So I want to start with that. It's the Shigong. You won't be able to see my head while I'm standing because I'm going to sit back after and I'll be like this. But I invite you to do a little bit of this physical work with me, and then we'll go into the guided meditation. If you don't fancy it, fine. Then you can kind of skip ahead to the seated meditation part of this. But I just want to start with moving through from sound. And actually, if you've been following me and the more recent Meditation Mondays, which are a little bit more esoteric to some of you that have followed me in the past, but I hope that they're not too much so that you're thinking, oh, no, I don't like that. But always, as always, take what resonates with you, what doesn't, discount. That goes for everything, whether it's coming from me or anyone, anything in life. Just always discern what's right from you. We were practicing our discernment, and there's a couple of videos playing around with that and feeling into our body from this morning's Qigong class. If that resonates, that's on this page on YouTube, or on my YouTube page, depending on when you're viewing this. So we're going to start by just tuning in to the heart. Now, put your hand on your heart and see if you can feel your heartbeat. Now, if it's racing, if you're feeling really anxious, then you'll feel it. If you can't, if you're struggling, you're still quite relaxed, then just feel along your nerves on your neck. You might, there we go. And close your eyes down. Tuck the tongue behind the teeth, because what that does, and why we say this, is basically it links one of the meridians that goes up, round, down, and up, and then all the way back up here. So you're linking that. And you can naturally allow the saliva and the mouth, if you've got a dry mouth, to just feel the heart coming into this now moment. Breathing in. Now breathing out through the nose though. And what we're going to do to be in a more relaxed state is we're going to trace down this left side, your right, my left, just depending on what your view. So your left, so it'll be on this side for you. Just follow down that nerve and just feel moving into a more yang state. Yin, yang. And keep breathing. But with touch, we're also connecting in with the body. And then move to the other side. And we don't do them at the same time. We need to do alternative. make you a bit lightheaded if you've got low blood pressure especially. So just one side at a time. And then down like a kitty cat, down under here from the chin, all the way down to the sternum. And then gently start to tap on the thymus. Keep breathing. In through the nose, out through the nose. If it comes out the mouth, don't worry, it did for me then. And then move both hands round here to under the arms. There's little points that we're working with, acupressure points. Through the nose this time, there we go. And lean in. So if you follow the ridge of the under armpit, just along there, just on there, into the lung point, coming in and then gently tapping. Now we're working with our lungs, and bringing in peace and tranquility. And I want you to feel, here again, fresh tree, fresh prana, fresh white light coming through. You can breathe, it's safe to breathe, you have breathing room. If you want to, you can do, actually do this sitting, so it gives you a sitting option. Just the arms shake out as if you're shaking off the anxiety in your worries, the tensions, the triggers, any relationships, anything that's on your mind about conversations, those thought forms of stories, going over something that's happened, releasing it, letting go, the stress of the worry, that I'm not enoughness that we all suffer from, releasing it, letting go. I want you to feel lighter as you do this and breathing in. And we're going to move into another little technique that's from Marissa Peers originally, but I'm adapting, and it's also a Qigong technique we worked with, but to lead you into your meditation and to be in a more suggestive state for your own intentions. I want you to look up with your eyes, but keep looking ahead. So I'm doing it with you, so you can know that you can close the eyes. You look straight ahead with the head, but the eyes inside the eye sockets look up. Like so, you're looking up like this. If you've got your eyes open, you're looking up into the top of the head. Now, it might ache a little bit. Don't worry, we're not going to do it for too long. And if you need to relax it, then just do. But looking up, looking up, looking up. At the same time, I want you to tap your temples. So just next to the eye, that point that you rub when you've got a headache. And keep that looking up. What we're doing is we're working with our brain and our sympathetic nervous system, our vagus nerve. We're tuning into our subconscious. Whether it's been a good day or a bad day, whether it will be a good day or a bad day, I'm letting it go. Safe in the knowing that all is well in this now moment. I am safe. Safe in the knowing. Safe in my awareness. Safe in my body. Dropping the hands down. Keep that looking up sensation. Keep breathing. Don't forget to breathe. Now I want you to look down, tuck the chin, look down as if you're at the top of a cliff. Imagine that you're standing at the top of some stairs. You've got that sensation of you can feel. So if you've got vertigo, you might even feel like you want to hold a row, if that helps. We're going to walk down the stairs and there's a row. There's a row and an anchor. That anchor is your guardian angels, that anchors made by the sense of this sacred space. And we're holding on to, we're just at the top for the moment, just stay there. You might be eager to walk down, but for now, just breathing in on that precipice of the unknown, but feeling safe in this spot, safe where you are. Calling the highest good, that whatever happens from this moment is from the highest good of all. We're calling in the highest of the high, our highest awareness, our highest consciousness, God, Goddess, life, universe, source, guardians. Feel again into that I am safe. All is well in this now moment. If you need to continue the tapping for a bit and pause and redo that, that's fine. Okay, take a step 1 and take a deep breath in. We're moving down a step, and with each step we're going to go deeper into our subconscious, but the anchor of the Rao is here for us as we move down deeper, realizing and letting go of that sense of I'm not enough, I'm afraid, what's happening, what's that thought, where should I be, what should I be doing? Just thinking of the breath in and out, letting go of the eyes. Remember, we're looking down, we're going down step 3, deeper and deeper, relaxing each step more. Step 4, the railings there, our tether to the now moment as we go. Step 5, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. 6, and again. 7, and again. 8. Knowing all is well as we go deeper, more relaxed, feeling safer in this now moment. 8, 9, and 10. We're at the bottom step, and this bottom step is the unknown. It's that future self. It's where we want to be, where we're wishing we are. So it feels unfamiliar. It's the subconscious awareness of who we're becoming. Now, remember the Rao. It's anchored in love. It's there. It's like the red thread I wear on my wrist, if you've noticed. Don't need to open your eyes. That tethers me to my higher guidance. It's my commitment to my higher self. You're going to have your own thread. It doesn't have to be red. In fact, we've got a gold and silver thread there as well, which is our divine feminine, divine masculine aspects. And they tether us, they guide us. They're our guiding lights. As we step off, we're in a room. It's the room that we construct, the walls that we construct to keep us safe when we feel like we need to contract. It's constructed by the mind, by the subconscious. You might have done it through awareness. You might be doing it unknowingly. Look around at the walls. What do they appear like to you? Are they bricked up? Is it a glass shield or a bubble? Is it fortified like a safe 6 foot 6 foot deep? What kind of room is this? Is it protecting you from stuff you don't want to admit? Is it just a clear sheen, like the lattice that we weave our filter, that's there just for that remembering of I am me, I'm in my safe space. And breathe in that and know you are safe. Feel your body, your knees. My hands were actually palms down on my knees. If they're not, do the same with yours around the knees. I want you to circle the knees, and the knees are connected with the masculine and the feminine, the mother and the father. And a lot of our insecurities come from our relationship to our mother and father. They're our connection of what first hones in our relationship, whether that's a mother figure or a blood relation mother or an actual biological father, it doesn't matter. Whatever comes to mind first will be the one you're going to work with. And just circling the knees in a comforting motion, soothing this awareness. Tuning in to you and your physical, biological awareness and the cells of what comes up when I mention this. We're not going to go too deep today, but we're going to just feel into an understanding and a knowing. And then just let the hands rest over the kneecaps. And feel down into your feet. We're grounded, making sure you're anchored. You've got that row, that's visual row in your mind that takes you back up into the now moment, is connected to this feeling of the feet and the touch of your body and your awareness of the now moment and the room that you're sitting in, the chair that you're on. So you can come back up at any time you need to. But I invite you to lean into this. And I'm going to tone some sounds. And I invite you to allow yourself to feel into what comes up. What emotions, what images, what words, even what doubts there might be, like, oh, you don't really need to connect to your father, or what's this to your mother, oh, I love my mum. What is it that comes up for the mind, in the conscious mind? And then feel into what you're feeling, if there's a fear, if there's a remembrance. And not everyone is happy to do this work. So it's okay if you just want to breathe and listen to the sounds. I'm only inviting you to do this. You don't have to do anything. So just breathe, feel, and be present. I'm going to do a little bit with you before the sounds come. Just breathing in, breathing out. I recommend a box breath, breathing in through the nose. Stop at the top, holding that breath, and then breathing out. And then at the bottom, stop before you inhale again. Nasatadeo, yeah. Nasatatea Litaye Om Om Ae Ae Om Ae Ae Om Ae Ae Om Ae Ae Miyatatia Satniana Nakia Turuya Shiana Yitea Yes, Satania. Yes, Sanuniana. Now just breathe and feel. I'm going to give you a little visualization for those that need the visuals, those that get the sound. Try expressing sounds. Om Mayetaye, Om Mayetaye, or whatever feels right for you in this now moment. So in this room, I'm going to give you an image of you. You're standing here. You're surrounded by your own walls of your consciousness to the subconscious. I want you to call to mind an image of what represents the father or who represented your father and your relationship with him. And now I want you to feel and see him shrink, and he's becoming a little boy, the 4-year-old father. You might have seen images of him, you might not. Just if you don't know what he looks like, just see a little 4-year-old boy. And I want you to meet with that 4-year-old boy as your 4-year-old self. Feel yourself going back through time and space. You still have the learning and presence. And there's another tether appearing to the you that is now. The older you is there, holding the hand of the 4-year-old you. You're safe, you feel safe. That 4-year-old self feels safe with you. They know you, they know what you grow up to be. And in front of you, the little boy. And children are children. I want you to, if you feel like it, smile at the little boy. He might smile back, he might be shy. And you're smiling, and while you're smiling, you become aware of the fact that there's a mother energy there. And we're going to do the same with the mother. We're going to see the mother regardless, and the things that represent that relationship, whether it's traumatized, whether it's unknowing, whether it's total bliss and loving and adoration. But I want you still to see the 4-year-old mum. And you've guessed it, smile. Still holding the hand of your older self, smiling at your mother and your father in their 4-year-old vision. Now this is a little technique I learned from Louise L. Hay, and I used to do this every day, and I suggest you can do this for a time if you feel called to, or you can re-listen to this video. But visualize mummy and daddy 4-year-old self coming over. Now in the Louise L. Hay, we see them crying. I want you to see them smiling. They're at their happiest. This is their moment when they were in joy and you're in joy. And I want you to let go, if you feel safe to, of your older self. They're there. If you need them, you can run back and hold their hand. Or they can be called in and they can hold hands with you. And we're going to make a ring. We're going to do ring a roses, a really little simple thing that you do as a kid. And you're running around together and you're holding hands, and feel that joy building and lifting. And allow that joy of those beings, of those 4-year-old versions of mum and dad, or visions of who represents your mum and dad, enjoy. You might want to add into this If you've got step parents, or you can do it separately, you decide. But I want you to see the children running around, and now they're starting to play. They're running around, they're chasing, they're laughing, they're bubbling. Laughter. They're in that point of joy. And there might be tears coming because you might have always seen them as sad. If they come, just let it flow. This is the innocence, the essence of them. And the essence and the purity of you and your soul. Now I want you to take that version of them into your heart. There might be tears. I feel tears. I feel emotion. And the release. Bring them in. Wrap the kids holding hands, or like hug. And place them in the heart. And I want you to repeat these words. I'm sorry. I love you. I forgive you for not being what I expected you to be. I appreciate you. I'm sorry. I love you. The 4-year-old you, regardless of what as adults do. This is that child, that essence of the pure essence of what created you, the father, mother, source codes that created you, the essence which is you. And you're not just speaking to the father, mother, feminine, divine, masculine. You're speaking to you, the third, the free. I'm sorry. I love you. I forgive you. And I appreciate you in this now moment for all the lessons. Now breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth this time. And now you might want to feel like you can run. Those children, those essence are with you. They are part of your genetics that make up you from the mother, from the father. But we sometimes bring in their past life traumas. So that 4-year-old essence, although I'm talking about the pure essence, might have had some issues too. And we're going to speak to that part that's come through from the ancestral lines of father, of mother, and of self, in the yatushka of your soul family histories and remembered connections, what is in resonance with this soul, the frequency that you are tuned to from other lives that come through. I am sorry. I love you. I forgive you. And I appreciate you. Now, putting your hands on both your knees again, bringing your awareness to the knees, and feeling grounded through the feet, anchored like a beautiful oak tree, rooted deep. Knowing that you have the love and the wisdom. Say these words out loud or in your head, or feel them for the depths of your soul. I forgive you for not being what I expected you to be. I set free that expectation. Please forgive me for expectation. And see yourself being forgiven. Feel yourself being forgiven. Maybe that's a hug. Maybe that's a feeling of just letting go of things that have been weighing you down, things that are coming from your history. You might feel ropes or attachments or a physical form of that energy. Feel them being snapped. Now there's a void that's created when we snap anything, when we let go of anything, like elastic band effect. So as that's happening, it's dissolving, it's being cut. I want you to be bringing in this energy of love and visualize light flowing down for the highest good, flowing through the top of your head right down to the roots and around in a circle, going back up and around your field. The gold, the silver, that's the pure essence of that energy that is you. The soul in its essence, which is why the language is flowing. The frequency, the vibration of you. And so you might see visual representations of Christ and Mary Magdalene. You might see a visual representation of the God and the Goddess, of lovers intertwined, of a mother, of a father, whatever your subconscious, however it speaks to you. It might be in images, it might be in sounds, you might hear love, you might see, and it might be nothing. You might just have a feeling, and it might come over the next hours, minutes, days, weeks. Know you are loved, you are safe. You have the love that is always, always there in abundance. From the masculine that's needed, the feminine. Feel nurtured, feel love, feel the water and the fire. And the earth and the minerals and the air and the elements in Tura coming together as one, just like this earth, and see it through earth. See beautiful green forests, flowing seas, oceans, lakes and rivers. Fly high with the birds, and the volcanic molten liquid and the fire into Tirarashkaya, and then come into your space, back to you, feeling that flowing, feeling grounded, feeling connected, but come back to you, back to your room. In Aishka, has the room become lesser? Is it still got walls? Maybe over time these are walls. You want to create a door or some windows that you can observe in this safe space. And if it was just like me, just a glass bubble that you can still see and observe from, just feel back in your now moment. Back with the soul. And now your little self is going to give you a gift. She's there with you always. Sometimes she's crying and she's wanting you to be safe. Sometimes she's angry. You're not listening. I want you to hug that little girl and listen to what she has to tell you. It might be a memory. It might be some words of advice. She might give you a colour to sit with, or a sound. It might just be a hug. And I want you to feel the appreciation for her, because she is what makes you, you. The good, the bad, the ugly. And know that you are enough. I'm telling you, even if you don't believe it from her, you are enough. And you are safe in this now moment. And you want to leave her there, maybe give her a favourite toy. Give her a lovely hug, leave her to play, knowing she's safe. I'm going to walk back up the steps. I'm going to go backwards in the numbers, but we're going to walk up. And as we walk, We go behind. We know we can come back here whenever we want. You can re-listen. It'll be different whenever you need it. Walk back up the stairs. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're at the top. And we close a magical door around that space that's purely for you. Take a deep breath in, feeling where that new energy has come through. It's come through to your cells. And relaxing. I want you to just rub the hands together. I'm going to anchor back in the now moment a little bit better. Bring in the hands quicker, quicker, quicker. Get some heat in them and bring them to the chin. Over the face, up. As if you're washing the water droplets out of the hair, over the head, go down the back. And come back into that movement of stroking down that we started with. And the other side, but you can slowly open the eyes and under the chin and to the heart. How are you feeling? Love and blessings for your day, for your now moment. Let me know in the comments below if you feel comfortable to do so, or you can message me privately and let me know what come up for you. What did you see? I hope you're feeling better. Are you feeling better than when you started? Blessings for your week, for your day. You can do this as many times as you like, for as many different people as you like. But just to finish, I suggest you drink water, have a piece of fruit, and I want you to just shake off any excess energy. So literally shake the legs out in front of you, shake the arms, or you can round down and then tap down the legs. Doesn't matter, we're not doing this like the Qigong, but just tap the body just to bring you back to the now. Have a beautiful week.